Right, so hello, welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 5 Division 1 for round 4 here at the Losail International Circuit of Qatar. So it's all, we got 10 riders here. So Nelson 99 leads the championship by, let me just see how many points, I believe it's like 2. Yeah, 2 points in front of Cami, who is then 3 points ahead of Howling and Craig.
Yeah, it's a very close fight so far this season. We have Nelson, Craig, Oxid, Fadley is that starting, and the other Nelson 99, is starting at the back because they didn't participate in quali. Two of them are quali bands, and the rest of them could not make it.
Unfortunately, yeah, but it's time to see what will happen now.
What I noticed yesterday when I popped onto the stream for the Division 1, that Cammy was very quick. I think he did like 49, 6, 7.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on the last few guys to ready up and stuff.
Just two more Cammy and that's 99 and we get going.
Right, let's go.
Let's get going.
Cami on pole with his teammate. In second, making a Tectoire 1-2 in Adam.
Yeah. See what the boys can do today.
And they're off, and it's a good start for Cami, but Saya's got a fabulous start as they enter the first corner. Oh! Tramak Bike did a massive stoppie! And luckily, so that was Oxid, luckily no collision have taken place. And you got Howling on the Carbon Aprilia. Oh, what? There's a crash. Who's down? Jack Berman's gone down.
It's Jack and Fadley. I think that was a lag crash actually.
There's nothing you can really do about them. There's massive contact between a load of riders, but the greatest start of all of them has been Minelson in 4th from the back of the grid, jumping up into 4th place. And Craig is taking an extremely wide line through turn 6, and is actually dropping back to 9th place. At the front, Cami is in the lead by 7 tenths ahead of Saya. And then ahead of Adam, who's ahead of Nelson. Nelson 99, he's been the most consistent rider of all of them so far this season, but he's down in 8th. So he'll be looking to try and find his way through the pack.
Yeah, it's very close together at the moment for the top 9.
Yeah, just none of them have, well, apart from Jack, obviously, who's crashed. But yeah, the top 9, all within pretty much half a second of each other. You got Howling currently in a Pramac sandwich, as Fadley just runs a little bit offline there. We got a train of bikes.
Just see Jack in the background picture of that. It's unlucky that he crashed at the start of the race, but KTM in 3 of the 4 in the top 5.
Yeah, all Howling looking to try and pass Oxid into turn 1, but he cannot do anything. You got Craig. Oh, Craig's gone really wide with Nelson 99, so I think they've made contact. Nelson had just gone into 7th place. I think Craig might have tried an overtake there, and it probably hasn't gone too well. Well, it's pretty stable at the moment for the front 4. They're also just starting to lose a little bit of touch to Adam. Nelson, probably the unluckiest rider of all of them so far this season. Where he probably should have had, he should have had at least one win at Donington, and maybe a podium at Catalunya. He's definitely had the podium pace, just fortunately it's never converted to a podium at this moment, but he's in a nice safe fourth.
Jack's caught up to 4.6. I noticed a couple of laps ago it was 5 point something. I think that was the last lap, so definitely got the pace to get onto the back of these guys.
Yeah. But the second gaps are now emerging. Nelson's now falling under pressure from Oxid and Howling. But I can't confirm any of this, but I'd imagine everyone's gone for the, well, I hope everyone's gone for the medium tyre compound. Because we saw in the Division 2 race that one of the riders went with hard rears, hard fronts, and they didn't prove too good. But well, they shouldn't have gone well.
Yeah. Some of the riders have to be careful, especially Fadley's got 4 warnings on the way from the long lap.
Look at this battle here for the 7th between Fadley, Nelson and Craig. As they enter turn 1 for the third time. Nelson trying to find his way through, but he just can't get through.
Not sure what tyres these guys on. Looks like Nelson is on medium, but I couldn't imagine any of them on a. So maybe it's either one on a soft, maybe one on a hard.
Yeah. But if you look at the tyre gauges, because you're able to do that. If you notice anyone's really cold or really hot, you'll know they're on a soft or a hard.
Yeah. Looks like.
Nelson now forces Fadley wide at turn 5, and he goes up the inside and takes 7th place. But Fadley's going to fight straight back, but Nelson just sits up and is able to just hold on to the position.
What it looks like is that most riders have roughly the same wear. Maybe they're all, I think Sire may have a soft front. I'm not sure, but they all roughly look like they have the same amount of wear.
Cammy now fastest lap of the race last time round, and he's now got a 1.2 second lead over Sire. So Cammy, he's been first and second in the past 2 races. Oh, Fadley's gone down. There was contact between him and what looked like Nelson 99, so that we might need help from Craig to understand what happened there. But Adam has now got a long lap penalty. Oh
yeah, and I saw Alan off the track there as well. Cammy's one away from a long lap as well, so he has to be careful. He has a 1.3 lead over Sire behind him, and he can definitely lose that in taking the long lap loop. Adam has the long lap penalty with Nelson only 8 tenths behind him.
Yeah, so Nelson to possibly go into 3rd place. Adam, if he can do that. Oh, Sire might have ran a little bit wide there through turn 1, and that sent Adam into a very awkward line. But I think if he does the long lap, and he does it correctly, he would probably drop to about 6th place. I'd imagine, round about there.
Yeah. I could imagine him doing it, getting it out of the way. Craig's one away from a long lap as well.
You wouldn't believe it to be such an easy place to get a long lap, considering how wide the track is. So, there goes Adam, he's done in long lap, and he's done it correctly, and he comes out in 5th. Just comes out in 5th place.
So he only lost 2 positions. That promotes Nelson into the podium position now. He's having a good race, very clean race so far as well. He hasn't got a warning.
But it just seems like most of the guys are pretty much the exact same pace, so we're sort of in this sort of thing where everyone just sort of comes to a gap that they form at the start, and it all sort of stays as it is. Because unless like mistakes happens, one of the, I think that's Adam there, just running a little bit wide through turn 12, nothing too major.
Alan wide as well on the through there.
Yeah. So you got Fadley, who's got 4 warnings, Craig 4 warnings, as well as Cammy. So those guys just got to keep a little bit careful in their track limits. I mean, despite how wide it is, it's very easy to get track limits warnings around this track. So We're already on to lap 5, currently 2.2 seconds. That might already be big enough gap even if he does have to take a long lap penalty.
Yeah, I think it just maybe just big enough to come out just in front or maybe just behind the Sire.
Craig hot again into turn 1, so I think Craig's just struggling to get past Nelson 99 here.
He's helping Cammy up massively in the championship wise. He's only 2 points behind Nelson 99. Would have been sitting down in 7th at the moment. Cammy leads the way by 2.3 seconds. So
yeah, Cammy would take the lead by quite some margin if it was to stay like this, because all these championship rivals aren't even in the top 5.
It's roughly stayed the same, really. All these guys are very close together. It's probably the closest race I've had this season. They're all in the roughly a train. You have the front 2, then you have from 3rd to 8th, then you have the back 2 as well. One's out and crashed.
Adam now starting to pressurise Oxid. He's right there. Can he find a way past the Ducati?
Yeah, I've seen he's been looking at it for the last couple of laps. Adam has right on the back of him. It's going to be hard if he wants to try and make it. He's probably going to have to make it into the final corner if he can get close enough. It looks like he is going to get close enough.
He's up the inside, but he just can't get it to Prix. Sire's gone down. Sire's gone down at the last corner.
Sire's down. He rejoins just behind a Craig. Sire.
Absolute disaster.
As Adam gets part, let's say side by side with Oxid on the straight, I'm surprised he stayed that close to Oxid. Seems Oxid on the Ducati goes up the inside, makes it stick.
Yeah, now he takes the defensive line into turn 2. Make sure you don't run wide mid apex. But Oxid hugging the curb where you got all the grip in the world, but Adam's just held on and he's back into podium positions, and we could be on for a KTM 1-2-3.
Oh, Craig has a long lap, unfortunately now for him. Sire and Jack, the 2 Suzuki guys, have got 4 warnings as well. As Adam looks like he made a little mistake there.
Yeah,
around the outside goes Oxid.
Yeah.
Keeps the tight line, so he's gonna...
Adam was just gonna hit the curb there, and I don't think he wanted to hit it, so he was forced to sit the bike up. As Craig there takes his long lap, and Fadley gets a long lap as well. He makes contact with Jack Berman. So those two fighting for the wooden spoon, unfortunately, after some crashes. Jack is catching though.
Yeah.
No, maybe the gap was that just Craig's got a long lap.
Adam looks like he wants to get past Oxford as quick as he can. See him. Know that Adam has the pace though, because you see him roughly staying with Sire before Sire made this mistake.
Yeah, so Adam probably thinks he can get second place here, and Oxley make quite a bit of a mistake there through turn 14. Now turn 15, Oxley a little bit wide again.
Make a mistake because he's dropped to 1.3 behind Nelson now. Sire's got a long lap as well.
Just gets worse for him. What a shame, he was doing so well and it's just gone wrong like that. But Oxid made a bit of a mistake there on the grass as well, and now Adam's in the slipstream. He's got a better run using the KTM. He's not too bad in a straight line. Obviously that Ducati by itself will just pull away with absolute ease. Oxid takes a nice defensive line through turn 1. He's going to take a wide... No, he's actually kept it quite tight. I thought he was going to run a little bit wide in the mid-apex for Adam to go underneeth, but he's kept it tight. Very nicely done.
Fadley's got a long lap as well.
Yeah, Jack Berman and Fadley having a nice scrap here for last place. Wolves make contact through turn 2. Adam looking to try it. So you got Adam going round the outside of Oxid into turn 4.
Lovely move by Oxid, comes back at
oh no, he's down!
He's down.
He just clipped the rear wheel. And he went down.
Bit of contact between them and the side, doing his long lap, no side, staying out. Looking like Badley's made a move on Jack, pushes him a little wide.
At least they were continuing to fight. So 2 of the 3 championship leaders are in 4th and 5th places, whilst the other one is leading the race. So Nelson 99, your current championship leader, wouldn't be leading the championship if things stayed like this.
And the battle between Jack and Fadley's heating up as then Fadley went on the rumble strip and DA that compromised his run and he got behind the Jack again.
And Fadley now looking up the inside into the right-hander. Jack's run a little bit wide off the track.
Fadley's on 4 warnings with a long lap.
Oh my god.
So running into more danger here. This I think that he's the section to get warned into the final sector.
Just I don't think these two really care about anything anymore because the race is pretty much over, and they're just gonna have to hope that a lot of crashes happen in front of them to gain any sort of positions. Even though they've both got long laps, so they're gonna lose even more time anyway. Bradley pulls alongside, and the Suzuki has absolutely no chance. Saw that in real life from here.
I think that's Sire that's crashed at turn 1 maybe. Yeah, he goes all the way into the gravel trap.
I wonder if his brakes have overheated. Or he's just completely, either that or he's completely outbroke himself and maybe did a stoppie. But something's gone wrong for Sire. He's having such a great race and it's just gone absolutely in the bin. Got third last time out in Barcelona and it was looking promising, but it's just going howling now. He's approached. Is he closing in on Oxford here? He's 1 second away. He's definitely pulling away from Nelson 99. Oh, Sire. I think Sire's. Oh, he's taking his long lap. Okay. So he's like trying to drop to last.
So roughly, Oxford's gap to Nelson's 1.2. Howland's gap to Oxford is 1.1, and then Nelson's gap to Howland's 1.2. So they're roughly in the same amount of pace of these four. I don't think they can match the pace of Cammy.
No, Cammy's just too strong for them at the moment at this racetrack. So Cammy's won with the KTM in an awful round 1, but then in the last 2 races he's just come alight. And in this round it's exactly the same. He could have won had he not. Was he involved in the crash? No, it wasn't him, was it? It was Nelson and Sire who was in that crash.
Yeah, he inherited the 2 positions off them guys after the crash. He finished in P4 at the time, or P5.
Yeah.
I think it's P4 because Howland took the lead over them 2 after them.
Yeah. So Manelson currently in 2nd place, but he's got Octed who's just closed in by a couple of tenths in that last lap, but if he can just maintain that, he wouldn't have to worry about losing the position. He's, I think he'd be quite relieved to get a 2nd place after the disaster start of the season he's had. And he told you he could probably jump up to about 4th or 5th in the standings after this race, between all the drama that's gone on behind him and in front of him.
I think there's one positive Jack could take out of this race. Well, won't really be a positive, but he's going to break the 6th place curse. Yeah,
well, there's still obviously a long way to go. Well, not long. There's still 3 laps to go, which is like 6, probably like another 5 minutes, but anything can happen.
Yeah, he's right on the back of Fadley as well, so if he can rescue P8 after in last by about 5 seconds, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but still a poor result for Jack. He was hoping for much better, just got very unlucky. This is Adams getting as close to Craig as possible. He's starting to pull the gap down.
Yeah.
Same with Nelson 99, he's going to try and close in as much as he can to Howland.
Is Howling starting to struggle with tyre wear? Because I know that's a little bit of a trait with the Aprilia.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what tyres he's on.
He's on medium.
Yeah.
Because he's gone from pulling a gap on Nelson to starting to be reeled in.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time before I can see, by the looks of things out of that final corner, I think it was the right side or the left side of the rear tyre looks pretty distraught there.
I mean, it might just be his electronic settings for all we know, because he likes to run quite a lot less electronics compared to the others.
Yeah, Fadley and Jack, they take their 3-second penalty, so at the moment they're both going to finish 8th and 9th. 9th and 10th, sorry.
Yeah. Oxid now is only 3 tenths away from Nelson, but it might just be too little too late, we'll have to see. Nelson can just keep these last 2 laps very clean, I'd Oxford probably have to hope for a run to the line kind of situation.
I could imagine Nelson just trying to go as defensive as he can in these parts of the circuit.
Yeah.
So on the straight, I think he knows what he's going to expect on the straight from the Ducati.
Yeah.
So if he can pull as much as he can in these parts where KTM, you would imagine, works much better into the entrance of corners, then he could stay ahead of the Ducati. But he ain't going to give up.
Cami's gone down. Cami's gone down at turn 14. He comes back onto the track. And he's dropped to third. He's dropped to third place. Now, this changes everything now. So Nelson, he's everyone in front. So he got up to 4th, great start, and then Sayers crashed in front of him. Adams had to have 1 lap penalties, and now Cam is crashing in front of him. So 1 lap to go for Nelson. Can he hold on? He's just got to take this lap absolutely normally because he's got big enough gaps. He's just got to ride. If he doesn't ride defensive, rides absolutely just normal lap. He should bring home the victory. It's been so long since he's won a race.
Into his favour here because Cammy is very quick at his circuit, and if he can catch Oxford and them 2 battle, then that can give Nelson a bit of breathing room.
Yeah. Oh, Sayers' race goes from bad to worse, and he goes down at turn 1. But Nelson needs a little bit of a tighter line through turn 4. He doesn't need to do that. Now through turn 5. Now we've approached turn 6. Nicely back in the rear end. He will be absolutely kicking himself about this. He had the race nicely won. He didn't have to bother doing anything stupid. He's done something stupid. We haven't seen the crash. But I presume he's hit the curb or something.
I think Fadley's gone down as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to guarantee him P9 because Sire's got a long lap and he's got 11 seconds to Sire, 8 seconds now, and 4 seconds to Jack.
Look at Oxford trying to get the slipstream.
The battle between Adam and Craig ain't over yet, but Nelson just has to use everything he has in this final sector.
He's just keeping everything in line, no dramatic lines needed. He doesn't need to bother going defensive, he just needs to get the best exit possible out of these last 2 corners, and he'll win his first race in God knows how long since I think Silverstone in season 3.
Season 3, Nelson.
I don't know how many races I'll work how many races, probably like 19 I'd imagine, but Nelson comes out the final corner. Oxford's not close. Oxford actually ran a bit wide, but it's going to be Nelson who's going to win his first race of the season, a 4th different race winner. Unbelievable.
Congratulations to Nelson there. Cammy got so close in the end. He did crash. Howland finishes 4th. Nelson 99 in 5th. Adam and Craig is going to come out of the photo finish, but I think Craig just pipped him in the end to the P6. Adam P7, Jack P8, and then the Sire and Badley in P9 and P10 as they cross the line. This is a boring race for them too. What a race.
Soon enough, the cameras are going to take us to the podium to see the award ceremony. Before we go to
so Nelson wins his first race in 19 VollGass races. Oxford takes 2nd, and Cammy, who had the race won, he'll be absolutely livid with himself, but he will take the championship lead despite that mistake. Howling will be Howling's 4th, Nelson 99 is 5th, Craig and 8 is, and Adam, well, they've got the exact same time, so you have to. So unfortunately, Craig's going to finish 7th here because of fastest lap. Even though the game's giving him 6th, just how the rules work in real life. He's going to finish 7th, even though that's stupid, but it's how it is. Jack finishes 8th, Sire 9th, and Fadley in 10th. Well.
Nelson. Congratulations, Nelson.
4th different winner. Couldn't write it at all. Was out the championship, he's back in it. I don't think, I wouldn't imagine Oxford or Cam. I definitely can't know Cammy won't join. I don't know about Oxford though. Well, we'll just interview Nelson now, and then if Oxid does join, we'll interview him. If not, then oh well. Right.
All right.
So Nelson, you started last place. By the end of lap 1, you were 4th, but then it seemed like the front 3 just had a little bit more pace than you. It just seemed like you're gonna have to settle for 4th, but then all of a sudden Adam got a long lap penalty. Sire crashed, and then it's in like just a nice 2nd place. Even though you're getting pressured by Ox, it's gonna be 2nd. Then Cammy crashed on the penultimate lap, and you inherited the lead. You did a perfect last lap. You didn't do any stupid moves. You just kept it nice and clean, and you've won your first VollGazzRacing race in 19 races. How and you're now back in the championship. How is it?
Honestly, this feels amazing. It's like a relief. The last time I won, of course, was in Silverstone back on my Honda in the wet. That was like a gifted race, so that didn't feel that satisfying. But now, after a few bad rounds, and it helps. My tires were a bit too. I don't know. I didn't have any grip the first 4 to 5 laps, but it was expected. That was my strategy. My strategy was to get in the top 5 positions and let my tires, get in the rhythm with the tires, because the soft medium handle better, but towards the end I would have struggled a lot more. Towards the end I was starting to push into the 50s, but unfortunately Cammy just got a gap in right away, so for me it was hard to push and get to the top 3 guys. They were just leaving me, and I believe they had the soft front or the medium front, I don't know. But it was a very positive race. My tires were perfect towards the end. I just did my own, and whenever I heard that Cammy crash, I just tried to put the best lap in I ever did on that track, just to get my number 1 spot back. So I hope this bumps me up a bit in the championship, and I'm back in the running.
Yeah, so it's amazing how you can go from being absolutely nowhere, getting the worst record in the world, all of a sudden you're the luckiest guy in the race.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, so I don't know what the championship will be, but I reckon you'll be about 5th or 4th. But you'll be very close to Cammy, I reckon. But because you were 14 points behind, so you'll be about 9-8 points behind. So right there. So that has been it for round 4. Fortunately, no 2nd and 3rd place interviews because they're not here. But we'll probably miss next week due to the US GP. But we'll be there the week after. So goodbye.